All right, hello, and welcome back to the Crossword vlog, aka Clog Thursday edition. And a few things going on here. One is we are on a extremely fast uh, slate of times so far, um, faster than my fastest week ever, and opportunity to make up a little bit more time here. 8:08 Thursday is extremely fast, but it is beatable vaguely. Um, Actually, I shouldn't even say that this is a good opportunity. My fastest ever Thursday time is only 5 seconds faster, but here we are. But we're also getting dangerously close to a 600-day streak. Not the most beautiful number ever, but it is a nice round one, milestone nonetheless. And it happens, just so happens to align with July 4th. Um, and speaking of that, I'm wondering if, this is a Thursday, it's a themed puzzle. It is very close to July 4th. I wonder if it will be related in any way, fireworks, barbecues, etc. There's possibility. So I'm going to keep that little bit of information in my mind. Might help with the solve. Um, yeah, the other thing in here, it is a little nerve-wracking going in with this much of a lead. It's so easy for that to vanish. If I get a 10-minute solve, that's a great time for a Thursday, but that just sort of eats up my entire lead here. So I completely take back what I said earlier. This is actually one of the riskier, well, this whole set of times is a bunch of landmines. So don't get your hopes up too much. Um, I think this corner worries me a little bit. It is a Thursday, so I'm not expecting these three-letter crosses to be gimmies, in which case we're sort of in no man's land pretty quickly over here. Similar stuff going on over here, maybe even worse. There's just not a lot of space to get a foothold in here. So this may be one of those things where I rely on understanding the theme in order to break into this corner. Um, Sniping these seven-letter downs is not an easy task, and there's a lot of long fill here. So I am actually kind of nervous just based off the board shape. Um, so one more sip of the coffee. All right, let's get started. Ba, own up to. Ali Wong. It might be an I. The Southwest Baby's Foot Warmer. Okay. Uh, come clean. Company's CFO. Coin. Does that make sense? Lesson in strength. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Pedro. Uh, Dreadlock. On point. Toronto Raptor. Maybe apt. It's Montara or something? Are we on? Preserved. In lesson fade. Ideal. Played a bar game slash yawn. An owie. Yaw. Stay out. Okay, a lot of these things. Total. Could be seal. Idle. Okay. Intros. Lhasa, and I think it's that. Black tie. It's hard to say. Dose. Back. Frying meat. Oil. I like vaguely understand. Simone. Large. For real. Having full stomach. Deep sea. Abe. Lee. On guard. Mack truck. Directional signals. House cry. Nay. Ren fair. Avian claw talon. Blinkers. Nick. Inky. Rabbi. Kanan, I think. Acts on a tip. Spams. Yes, no question. Some aromatics. Member Debussy. Stern? No. Desi. Splices. Holy Roman Empress. Area with no coverage. Or sore loser. Bad sport or bald spot. Emanate from. Steeds. Scruto? Okay. Okay. Injury. Maybe lamb? Lab doesn't make sense. Okay. Ideal and then idea. Friend or family. Loved one or overdone. Okay, it is no. Rasta, I guess. Preserved in. No, that doesn't work. Bow tie. Bolo tie. Bruised in a fallen ego. Admit to. I'm bored. Ham and harm. Marad. aviate, tie to, might be said with a push. Sebastian Stin was exhausted. It all foil back tight back perturb foil. Okay. Was exhausted. Was exhausted or lustful. I with a push. Preserved. On the sun. Is raptor one? I don't think so. Marad seems okay. Was exhausted. Ran dry. And Randy on tape. Topanga. In you go. Ren. Perturb. Back. What may burn in a drag race? Back tire. Oh my gosh. What did I say about a 10-minute solve? I was close. I think, at around the 7-minute mark. Almost all of it was filled in, but whew, I'm happy with that time, I have to say. 000957. So definitely a red split, but we're still ahead of schedule. And I'll take that given how dense the theme content was there. Um, yeah, that's a complicated one. Because it's different depending on if you're across or down. And as you can see, it's a very high concept theme here. Because in the across ones all have two blinkers. So um, the full thing will never um, be read out as one thing. So it's loved one or overdone, limboed or I'm bored, back tire or black tie, and bad sport or bald spot. But then for the downs, you do read the whole thing out as one thing for half of them. So it's uh, a booty or a bolo tie, harm or ham, ideal or idea, randry or randy, lol or lol, royal or oil, rabbi or abbey, and splices or spices. Um, so very dense theme and pretty impressive one, I would have to say. I think all of the acrosses and all of the downs in both forms are pretty solid fill. And it also does a great job of completely changing the meaning, specifically on the acrosses, but also the downs, like booty to bolo tie is a pretty big transformation, even though it's one letter. So the yeah, I'm quite impressed with the theme. I think it's quite interesting. I think it is complicated. The conceptual bit of these are blinkers that are turning on and off is pretty hard to, I don't know, like intuit while you're solving the puzzle. Um, and this is not really how blinkers work. They don't really go left and right. So if I had to nitpick this theme, I think the revealer is is not exactly, super apt and super evocative. That being said, I think the wordplay or the mechanics of it are interesting enough that I won't really fault that too much. But yeah, like blinkers, you know, one of them might go on and off, but the other one would like stay off or something. Um, anyway, I think the rest of the fill actually held up quite well, despite how, complex this theme was, where it put demands on. I mean, in essence, there's like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 themers in here. That's a lot, and the fact that the fill holds up is pretty impressive. I liked For Real. I liked the On Guard wordplay. Deep Sea is fine. A lot of phrases. Stay out. Are we on? I'm a big phrase guy. Debussy is fairly famous. Yeah, I don't have. I guess the Sacrum Escudo Canaan area might be pretty tricky. I don't know where in my mind Canaan came from. And Sacrum, I think, is Crosswords. Escudo, I don't think I've ever seen before. Um, Obviously not the like cleanest fill ever, but really not bad at all. Like admit to and stuff. Ali Wong, not bad. Um, so yeah, uh, I'm quite impressed with this puzzle. Was it my favorite solving experience? Not really, but in terms of like pure impressiveness and cleanliness and theme density, I gotta give this one an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.